라이겔은 라이겔 경계검문소.
What are we going to do if we can't go to Regal? The Eye's reckoning has destroyed our farm.
Did the guards tell you about the monsters? Seems they come out of the Weald at night and attack anyone who's unlucky enough to cross their path. Some of them are even venturing onto farms and devouring entire families. Oh, I want to turn back.
I was the best patrolman in the guard. All the bandits in Regal shuddered at the sound of my name. Those cowards in the capital sent me out here to freeze to death. They keep all the best posts for themselves. Curse be the knights.
Don't listen to the rumours about Regal. The situation is much worse than they're saying. With all those monsters about, neither the guards nor the knights have time to worry about lost travellers in the Weald. Once you're in the forest, you'll only have your lantern to rely on.
랜턴에 의지하세요.
They're dead. Dead. Eaten alive. Oh, St. Jeru. Those monsters. Get me out of here! I want to return to Gothenburg! No goods are worth such a horrid death. My stock is all yours if only you'll bring me to the border.
민간인이 들어왔습니다. 왜 혼자만 살아남았을까요?
Halt! In the name of His Majesty, King Wilbert Adra Alizar, I order you to stop! The townspeople say they heard screams coming from that inn. Were you inside? Are there any casualties? By Saint Jeru, that man with you, he's no merchant! Get away from him immediately! He's a lycanthrope!
lycanthrope. 튜토리얼. 이런 친구들이 나온다. 늑대인간 친구들이 많이 오네요.
You can keep your thanks and the reward that creature promised you. My knights were simply doing their duty by defending our good people from those monsters. Our scholars call them lycanthropes. Their ability to return to human form makes them extremely difficult to track down. They can hide themselves among the common people to devour or contaminate them, and no one suspects a thing. When His Majesty tasked our order with exterminating those creatures, my knights had to learn to be suspicious of everyone and everything. I urge you to do the same. If you get bitten, you could become a lycanthrope yourself. I'm giving you this advice because your men look experienced and brave. We'd welcome some support from a company like yours. The Count and his guard have so thoroughly neglected their duties that this new scourge is now threatening Regal stability. Excellent! In that case, I'll assign you a mission that we don't have the time to complete. Deliver this to the head surgeon waiting in our camp, but be quick about it. Patience isn't one of his virtues, if he has any virtues at all.
The more time passes, the bolder the lycanthropes get. At first, they were only attacking isolated travellers, but now they've slaughtered a whole inn full of people.
Speak to us with the deference we deserve. The King's Knights are the elite of the Alizarian army, not some lowly commoners in armour like the Count's soldiers.
이젠 경비단이 왕의 기사단들이네.
Go away. I've got nothing to say to you.
The ones that called me Fraidy Cat were the first to leave. I may be afraid of trees, but the lycanthrope ain't been born what'll make me leave my tavern.
She won't answer you. She got lost years ago in the Weald, darling. Her soul stayed there.
I never received my latest shipment from Hosburg. Hard to say whether their caravan was devoured by lycanthropes or by the Weald itself.
Many of my customers have fled to Drombach in the capital. I'm starting to regret not having done the same.
I'd advise against even setting foot in the Weald without a lantern. Believe me, you won't survive the experience.
If you're here to ask me to make you a lantern, I'm afraid you're out of luck, friends. I've only just arrived from the capital. I haven't the slightest idea how to forge that kind of item.
여기는 다 둘러봤고 다른 데로 좀 안전하게 좀 돌아다니자.
The head surgeon is the King of Alazar's personal physician. Even so, it's hard to say if he was sent here for his skill or because His Majesty wanted to get rid of him.
Bah! Everyone at court knows that Count Adra Hosburg is incompetent. If he'd called on His Majesty the King a little earlier, Regal wouldn't be in such a state.
Captain Oswald has asked me to make a lantern for you. Apparently you're part of our auxiliary forces? Congratulations! I'll do my best, but don't expect any miracles. This type of item is difficult to forge. I'll need a bit of time before you can go off and explore the Weald.
What have you got there? Are those from Captain Oswald? Well, don't you stand there. Give them to me, by St. Jeru. These grafts must be intact if I'm going to get anything out of them. Is that all? What do you expect me to learn from a punctured eyeball and a half spleen? Does Captain Oswald think I'm Sophia de Alazar? This country is driving me mad, mercenaries. I can feel myself sinking into despair. I can't even figure out the connection between this eye-forsaken Weald and the lycanthropes. Everyone in Regal Wartales will be devoured, and the scourge will spread all the way to the capital. I don't care that you never went to university. I'm officially appointing you as my surgical assistants. Go back to that idiot captain and tell him not to go anywhere near the lycanthrope carcasses. No, you will be collecting their grafts instead. Off with you then! My research can't wait. Until I figure out where lycanthropy comes from, this disease will continue to spread, no matter how thoroughly the King's Knights tear up the county.
The Count claims that the Weald has a will of its own, and that it's a forest itself that has cursed Regal. A belief that's both heretical and irrational.
How did they manage to kill this man? We were right over there.
You? Assistants to the head surgeon of Alazar? He really got you, mercenaries. I don't suppose he even bothered to explain what a graft is, did he? The lycanthrope's organs have certain anomalies. Things you'd expect to find in the Weald rather than inside an animal. Revolting stuff. But the head surgeon claims they're the key to understanding this scourge. So sample away, my dear assistants, as soon as you find a lycanthrope. These creatures are anything but stupid. The disease doesn't seem to affect their intellect. The clues they leave behind are few and far between. See for yourself.
동물 발자국이 서쪽으로 나 있습니다.
You've got a keen eye. I almost regret turning you over to the head surgeon. Perhaps I would have done better to keep you with me. Lead the way, mercenaries, and we will follow.
By Saint Isela, can't you see I'm working?
Where did you come from? We have no need for mercenaries.
이 여행자 수프라는 게 시체로 만드는 거니까 힌트를 여기서 줬네요.
what brings you to this mine, mercenaries? Oh, we left tracks in the snow, didn't we?
So we better hurry up and kill you before the knights arrive.
Don't expect me to get anywhere near any corpses. You're the head surgeon's assistants. Go collect whatever you want. I see no difference between the way my men and yours handled this task. Let's hope the head surgeon doesn't agree. Go back and deliver these grafts to him. I'd go with you, but I try to avoid talking to him more than strictly necessary. His personality is quite detestable.
Have you brought back the grafts I asked for? Oh, come on. They're not that hard to find. Cut into the lycanthrope's organs and take whatever looks abnormal. The county of Regal is dying. Hurry! Even a harag barber would have done a better job. Was the lycanthrope still squirming when you pulled out its gallbladder? Bah! No matter. Captain Oswald was even worse than you. Have your apothecary set up a workstation in my lab. I'll show them what a real scholar can extract from these grafts, despite his assistant's incompetence.
등불 기름을 만들 수 있습니다.
Yes. This certainly confirms that there's a link between the Weald and lycanthropy. It's very clear. But is that all? Really everything? Oh, the beast take me! Let it take this whole blasted county and its monstrous inhabitants. We should have burned down that forest and executed all the villagers. No, I mustn't give up. His Majesty has put his trust in me. We can only keep moving forward. And besides, you can kill lycanthropes and extract the grafts yourselves. If I give you the plans for my laboratory, you could even do your own research. Well then, I'm counting on you, dear assistants. Scour the entire county and study everything you can find. By combining our efforts, we'll find the source of this disease and put an end to it. Our success will be every bit as important as Sophie Adra Alazar's.
I thought you were about to leave without your lantern. After all the time I spent making it, there's no way I'd let you go into the Weald without it. I took the liberty of adding a few doses of lantern oil. I heard you'd learned to make it yourselves, so this is my little way of wishing you good luck.
Your connection with the head surgeon is really touching. I've never seen him be this friendly with anyone. Even His Majesty can't stand him.
Oh, mercenaries, can I talk to you for one moment? We're in a pretty bad spot. We could use a little help to get through the Weald. The merchant who sold us what we thought was an authentic Regal lantern wasn't as trustworthy as he seemed. We'd barely lit it up when it broke. All we have left are these few drops of fuel. It's yours, if you'll agree to guide us to Hosberg without getting lost in the darkness of the Weald. Oh, say yes, please, say yes. Our pilgrimage cannot end here. Oh, this is incredible. Blessings be upon you. We're finally going to leave this horrible place. Just say the word, and we'll follow you anywhere. We're more than ready.
아, 투기장부터 와버렸다?
I hope you weren't expecting to fight in front of a roaring crowd. The Weald alone was already enough to keep a fair number of spectators from getting here alive. So, now with the lycanthropes... By Saint Jeru! What a victory! Anyone who was too scared to come will be kicking themselves. You've more than earned the right to wield our champion's weapon.
됐다.
Step right up. Don't be shy. You'll love our selection.
일단 강도단 속을 얘네들만 다 잡으면 되니까. 왜 자물쇠를 따기가 싫지? 누가 자물쇠 대신 따줬으면 좋겠다. 아, 모양. 형제회 훈련장 있다. 나무배기도 있어. 조잡한 열쇠가 있네?
I'd rather clean latrines at the Trade Palace for the rest of my life than set foot in the Weald again.
Last night, I was standing guard outside and I heard strange noises coming from the shed. When I opened the door, Gertha was devouring Klaus's entrails. Oh, how long have we been working alongside a lycanthrope?
Bah! If you think one more skill will protect you from the lycanthropes or the Weald, you're even more naive than you look. Regal is where mercenaries go to die.
Go to... 간다.
Praised be the God of Light. We've made it through. This accursed Weald is finally behind us. You can leave us now, mercenaries. The Lord Mayor is a good and pious man. He'll be happy to lend us a hand. Thanks again. You will be forever in our prayers.
여행 거점을 지어요.
The family that lived here has been devoured by lycanthropes. Not a single one of them survived. A real bloodbath. Hosburg needs to move on and forget this miserable business. A nice travel post should help. There must be some workers still alive in this village. Give me time to go out and look for them.
Still alive.
The Count hasn't been seen in weeks. He must be hiding in his castle like the coward he is. It's a good thing our king agreed to send his knights, or there'd be no one left in Regal but a bunch of lycanthropes.
It's hard to establish trust with the residents of Regal. How can anyone trust their neighbour if they might be a lycanthrope?
I used to welcome woodcutters like kings, but nowadays I throw them out before they even try to sit down. It's their fault the Weald is turning people into monsters.
오, 이제 이거 음식 먹고 다녀야 되겠다. 숲에서 달리기 속도가 빨라집니다.
What to do? His fiancée has disappeared, and I can't leave my son without resources.
My remedies have been approved by the University of Alazar. Unlike that witch's slop. Don't be fooled. Her potions are a joke. Keeping an eye on the market square is fine by me. The King's Knights can have their lycanthropes all to themselves.
I sent my apprentice to Alor. It's been 2 weeks, and he hasn't come back. If one of your lads wants to be a butcher, there's a spot open.
The most beautiful girl in the village has vanished. And it seems her fiancé has gone quite mad with worry. How romantic.
Any peasant could turn out to be a lycanthrope in disguise. Don't take your eyes off them.
More monsters mean less competition. That's what I always tell my colleagues headed for Ludan or Regal.
To keep lycanthropes from coming back to life, you just have to bury them face down.
Really? Did the knights tell you that?
No, but just think about it. When they wake up, they'll try to make their way to the surface, but they'll actually be digging even deeper. Then, after a while, they'll fall out the other side of the world. And just like that, we'll be rid of them forever.
Oh, yeah. That actually makes sense.
저게 무슨 얘기니? 됐다.
I won't give up my home.
Do you think we'll be welcomed in Hosburg? They think it's our fault that the lycanthropes are eating people.
I've tried everything to get Gertrude and her sons to leave, but that old hag's head is harder than the wood she cuts. Count Adra Hosburg has forbidden us to protect the sawmills and the woodcutters' camps. His scholars believe that they're the ones causing the world's wrath and the lycanthropes. The best I can do is convince them to leave.
I refuse to leave. This sawmill is my home. My great-grandparents built it with their own hands. My parents taught me the profession here. And how will my sons make a living if they run off somewhere else? The guards refuse to protect us. They claim it's all our fault. They say the lycanthropes are attacking Regal because of the harm we do to the Weald. We're so utterly alone. Oh, by Saint Jeru, I'd rather die than leave. These monsters can attack my house all they want. I'll still keep fighting. They'll tire before I do. All I need is a little help. You'll do it. I can't believe it. Praise be Saint Elior for sending you. I don't know where to begin. Maybe you could give my sons a hand? They're building barricades where the lycanthropes have already struck. Their attacks are becoming more and more aggressive, and we're even starting to run short on wood to protect ourselves. Any material will do the job. We're not picky. It's better than nothing, believe me. Besides, my boys are quite resourceful. They'll find a use for it. I've prepared some beds for you, in case you decide to stay when the lycanthropes attack. If the Count is right, and the Weald really is angry with us... Oh, please, I'm begging you, stay a little longer, just to be sure the lycanthropes don't enter the sawmill. They're here! The lycanthropes are just on the other side of the window.
늑대 인간이 이렇게 많을 줄이야.
I nearly died. Stay back! I'm sure I saw you get bitten.
어? 나 물린 적 없어.
Oh, by Saint Jeru. Oh, by Saint Elior. We should have left. All those creatures, they were so close to us. So hungry. If you hadn't been there, the next time... I've made my decision. We're leaving. It's too dangerous. The Weald wants us dead. The Weald itself. Do you understand? I'll never cut another twig as long as I live. I swear it. I'll take my sons with me and head to Hosburg. Even if we have to become beggars, at least we'll be living beggars.
아, 자물쇠 따기 싫다. 누가 대신 따줬으면 좋겠다. 이렇게 똥 보상이 나와도 어쩔 수 없어. 이 숲에선 오래 버티지 못할 겁니다. 찾았당. 얘 고양이 많지? 한 마리씩 눌러주면 달성. 됐지?
The Weald speaks to those who listen, and it's got plenty to say. Open your ears, mercenaries, and listen to nature's song. Let the true voice of Regal guide you, and you'll never get lost among the trees again. Oh, my cats tell me you fear the forest. Could they be right? No. No. You must have turned a deaf ear to its call. You've insulted it. You poor souls. You must reconcile. I shall help you. I know the forest well, and you'll be back on good terms in no time. Seek forgiveness by offering it a gift. Something lovely, precious, and beautiful. Yes, a present that will please the forest, to adorn its branches and roots. What a beautiful offering! How kind! I'll place it on one of its beloved trees. My cats have told me which one. It'll only take me a few minutes. Prepare to receive its gifts. Yes, the leaves are quite clear. The Weald loves you. It has asked me to share its gifts with you. I'll take any form of currency.
Between the lycanthropes and the Weald itself, I'm sure that Rosalind is already dead. But you can't say no to the son of a rich Lord Mayor.
I don't care what the King's Knights say. My fiancée isn't dead. She's gone missing. Nothing will stop me from searching for my beloved, whether those prigs from the capital help me or not. Even if I have to spend all of my father's gold. Please join the search mercenaries. I need as many willing helpers as I can get. The more of us there are, the faster we can save my darling from the dangers of the Weald. The Brotherhood and volunteers from Hosburg have gone on ahead, so you're the only ones left to accompany me. You must help, I beg of you. I'll go mad if I stay here. Just follow me. Thanks to the beacon, I have kept a close eye on the Weald. I have taken note of even the tiniest noises, the slightest suspicious movement of any branch. Together, we shall find my Rosalind. That's Rosalind's. Shove over. Oh, yes. I recognize her perfume. She came through here, and she wasn't alone. Trust me, mercenaries. I've got a lead here. If we follow it, we'll find my beloved.
아, 찾았다.
It looks like our meal has arrived. Perfect timing. This prey was a bit scrawny. Sisbert? How did you find us? We crossed the river twice. You should have lost our trail ages ago.
Did you really think one puny river would stop me? I didn't lose my brain when I turned. My prey and my territory belong to me. I forbade you to hunt here. Kidnapping that woman was a declaration of war.
Damn it, Sisbert! What will it take for you to understand the rules of the pack? The prey belongs to everyone. We have to share them. Chief's orders.
I'm not part of the pack. I don't follow your rules. And I don't recognize the putrid creature you call your chief. If he needs to be taught a lesson, I'm more than willing to do it. Mercenaries, you can't let this poor woman's murder go unpunished. Those creatures know no limits. They're dangerous to every living creature in Regal.
사실 시스베르트도 늑대 인간이다. 그렇다.
Well then, I suppose I can stop playing the tearful fiancé now. Thank you for helping me avenge Rosalind's death. Not being able to devour her myself enraged me so that I nearly transformed in front of witnesses a number of times. Weeks of effort were nearly ruined because of those animals. You can't imagine how difficult it is for me to mimic my old human habits. Ever since I was bitten, even one mouthful of bread is enough to make me sick. Although, I'd still rather eat a whole bakery than join that pack of degenerates. Anyway, now that that's taken care of, I can go back to Hosburg and go about my business. Thank you for your help, and please be so kind as to avoid mentioning my true nature to the villagers. I suppose I knew you wouldn't let me leave that easily. Why should we fight? Haven't I proven that I'm a civilized lycanthrope? Well, if you're so worried about Hosburg's safety, maybe we could team up. I refuse to be part of their pack, but yours is a different matter entirely. If I join you, the humans will see me as just another mercenary, and I'll be happy to eat the corpses of your enemies as my meager pay.
Nossa.
The curse that has befallen the people of Regal is a cruel punishment. My heart goes out to them, and hunting the ghost pack is my way of easing their burden. I'd be happy to count you among my trackers, as long as you promise me you'll be careful. Day and night no longer have any meaning. Once you enter the Weald, the pack may strike from any direction. Good luck on the hunt, mercenaries. May the tools protect you and your men.
The Master Tracker should leave the people of Regal to their fate. They deserve to be turned into monsters. That's what happens when you offend the tools.
As long as I stay close to the light, I'm real.
No one can heal after losing their mind in the Weald. Just look at poor Summer. Alex found her in the middle of the forest 5 years ago, and the poor wretch still thinks she's there.
These poor people are nothing more than empty shells. I cannot bear look at them.
The Brotherhood doesn't normally give credit, but this is different. Anyone can get lost in the Weald, and we fear we may need this refuge ourselves one day. So the bosses are a bit more lenient.
I've been told that we have you to thank for the arena rising from the ashes. Is that true? Was it your feats that brought the crowds back? It's wonderful. The spectators' donations will start flowing in again. Our refuge will finally be able to pay off its debts. Words cannot express how grateful I am. Ever since I retired from my career as a champion, caring for the sick has been my sole purpose in life.
Halt! Mercenaries! Are you planning to enter the prison? In that case, I'm sure you wouldn't mind having a look around for us. It's just that we're worried about one of our lads. Raffi was supposed to be executed on Horsburgh Square 3 days ago, but the hanging was mysteriously cancelled. And had that nitwit been released, he would have run straight to our camp. The jailer doesn't know you, so it'll be child's play. You walk in, check if our lad's still there, and walk out. His old mum has the right to know what's become of her good-for-nothing son, hasn't she? Try and be quick. Strange rumours have been floating around the black market about that prison.
No! Let me be! I don't want to go with you! I don't want to disappear like the others! Oh, Saint Elior, please help me in my hour of need!
That's better. Go ahead. If you just want to talk to me, I'm listening. Raffi? Did his accomplices send you? The beast devour me.
Of course I know what happened to him. Get me out of here and I'll tell them everything.
I hope you haven't come here empty-handed, mercenaries. The Count insists that the prison always be full of outlaws. He'll even accept lycanthropes, if you happen to catch any. Raffi. I don't know anyone by that name.
Who's that then? If he told you he's Raffi, then you've been had, mercenaries. Oh, he knows what's happened to him. Well, have him tell you. Let's see if you spent your crowns wisely.
Your Raffi didn't stay in the prison long. Not long at all. Once the man had examined him, he chose him and took him away. He wasn't the first. In the 3 months I've been rotting in this cage, that son of a crockswine has cleared out the whole prison. Men, women, thieves, killers, everyone. Bloody hell. I don't know what he's planning to do with them all, but I'll wager it's not a tea party. And the strangest bit was, he didn't pay.
He didn't pay? Are you sure he wasn't an executioner or a guard? What did he look like?
How am I supposed to know? He wore a cape that hid his face and his clothes, and the only thing I could make out was his breath. Oof! I've known my share of drunks, but that's the worst I've ever smelt by far. Even his partners, the ones who called him Igor, stayed a good 5 feet away.
What could that man be doing with his prisoners? I'm dying to ask him myself. Aren't you, mercenaries? Come on then. What if I paid you a tidy sum to get your hands on him? Let's start by searching the taverns. Drunks can never stay away from them for long.
Go away. I've got nothing to say to you. Why? Who are you? Stay away from me. Guards! Help! Murder! Step back, rogues. What do you want with this man? Why are you attacking him? Did the King's Knights send you?
The King's Knights? What? What are you talking about? We just want to ask this man a few questions.
But what questions precisely? Why Igor, specifically? What have you discovered?
Huh? Oh, by the beast's fangs! You knew! You're his accomplices! The Count's soldiers are in on this! Where is Raffi? Where are the prisoners? Seize them, mercenaries! I'll ask you one last time. Where is Raffi?
I'm telling you, I have no idea. The Count just ordered us to protect him from the King's Knights. Why would I question an order from the Count? I'm just a simple soldier. Let me go.
Do you believe them? I don't. That drunkard preferred taking his own life rather than submitting to a bit of questioning. The secret he was hiding was too much for him. Or maybe he refused to take responsibility. Regardless, others are involved besides him, starting with the Count. I'd like to trade you for your prisoners, so I can question them at my leisure. Would you be willing to hand them over to me in exchange for this key found on our dear Igor's body? It seems to be quite valuable. I like the way you think, mercenaries. The rest of the bounty is yours. If I manage to pry the truth out of those guards, you'll be the first to know.
아, 됐다. 이제 추적자를 만나러 갑시다. 추적자가 어디에 있죠?
I'm the one who sent you that message. I couldn't stand to see you wasting your time collecting monster parts. You want to know where lycanthropy comes from? Well, I'll tell you. It's a curse. Even the Count knows it. By attacking the trees with their axes and building their farms on their roots, The people of Regal have provoked the Wheel's wrath. The tools have cast a spell on them, and no one will be able to do anything about it until a penitence ritual has been performed. Still don't believe it? Then come with us to the heart of the Weald. You'll serve as impartial witnesses. The knights, and even the King of Alazar himself, will be forced to admit the truth. Tool's Rock is the most sacred place in all of Regal. That's obviously where the curse is coming from. You'll see how people get rid of a curse when they worship the right god. It's a sacrilege! This place has been sullied with blood! It's even worse than I thought! Regal has dared insult the tools in their own territory! An appeasement ritual won't do any good as long as those behind this massacre still live! You want to save the people of this godless county? Then help us track down these blasphemers!
These beasts aren't just dead. They've been bled dry.
How could anyone do such a thing? Right here at Tool's Rock. This is madness.
Get back, mercenaries! Step away from those lycanthropes!
How dare you accuse us of being lycanthropes? It was your people who did that!
Our people? Was it our people who lured the mercenaries out to the middle of nowhere with no witnesses for miles? What were you planning to do next? Turn them into monsters too?
What? No!
Admit it. You wanted to get rid of the head surgeon's assistants before they discovered the truth. Lucky for them, Captain Oswald ordered us to keep an eye on their troop. In the name of His Majesty King Wilbert Adra Alazar, I order you to lay down your weapons. Surrender quietly and we'll grant you a painless death.
Mercenaries, this is ridiculous! We wanted to lift the curse!
I invite you to fight by our side, mercenaries. You must be dying to get revenge on the men who tried to trap you.
여기서는 선택을 해야 되는데 해봐야 하는 거니까.
Oh, damn it! Those cursed knights! I thought for sure you'd turn on us, mercenaries! I swear to you, our intentions were sincere. We never meant to trap you. You were meant to bear witness to the magic of the tools. And you will. Once we've found whoever did this, you'll see how we appease the little god's anger. Those heathens must have left some traces. Let's find them, mercenaries. Cart tracks? They're sure to lead us to the blasphemers. Let's hurry! What are we doing here, mercenaries? I thought the people of Alazar used this kind of place to store their dead. Why bring a cart here? Where is it, anyway? I can't see it anywhere. By all the tools! A passage! How did you get the key? I see. So, you found that key on the body of a man who was kidnapping prisoners. Was he planning to sacrifice them too? The tools protect us. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's move forward carefully.
Well, it's about time. What took you so long, Igor? I hope you have what I asked of you. Oh. Guards! Intruders! Come quickly! You win. I surrender. I'll talk. All this is that drunkard Igor's fault. If it weren't for his negligence, you never would have got to me. Who would have cared about a few dead wolves and a missing gang of criminals?
I rid my own county of its worthless dregs for an experiment that could have finally restored Alazar to its former glory. My father would have been the most powerful ruler in the 5 kingdoms thanks to those enhanced soldiers. But then, my most promising test subject had to escape and sow terror throughout Regal. How could I have known that the spores in the transfusions could spread their properties to other subjects? Don't look at me like that. I'm not a monster. Yes, lycanthropy was my creation, but ever since, I haven't stopped looking for a remedy. This is my county, and it was never my intention to do it any harm. Don't expect me to just give it to you with no guarantees. I'm well aware that once you've got it, you'll immediately kill me to claim all the credit for my discovery. I'll only hand over my remedy to the King's Knights. So, take me to my father's men. It's your only option.
Are you going to let this man live? After what he just told you? He deserves to die, mercenaries. He created a curse. Very well. I trust your judgment. You trusted us at Tools Rock. Now it's our turn. We'll wait for you at the King's Knights camp. If that man was lying, I want to be the one who makes him pay for his betrayal.
Lycanthropy is a disease that comes from the Weald. It's obvious. The forest is taking vengeance on those who've harmed it for so many years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I've suggested several times that we appease the Weald's wrath by hanging a few woodcutters at the forest's edge. The Count is too soft with his people. He always rejects the idea.
We've sacrificed so much to contain this scourge. I've lost track of how many of us have fallen to the lycanthrope's claws. The King's Knights act as though we just stood there with our arms crossed, watching the farmers get eaten. Saint Elior, curse them!
The Count is very busy. He has no time to receive mere mercenaries. Oh, I can imagine what those idlers in the capital think of our county. They hate bastards. Let them laugh at our distress. We know that our Lord has tried everything to protect his people. It's an honor to serve him.
What's going on, mercenaries? Why on earth is the Count travelling with you? What did you say? He created what?
So, even though, yes, I am the one behind this scourge, I can also be the one to heal it. In fact, that's exactly what I was doing when your mercenaries interrupted me.
The Count is lying. He must take us for fools. I've just read his notes, Captain, and his remedy is anything but complete. He's missing a key ingredient.
I'm growing weary of your secrets and lies, Hosberg. I order you, explain yourself. What's the head surgeon talking about?
That ingredient's not easy to obtain. But I had every intention of asking you for help, Captain. It's true. Really, I did. It's the heart of the original lycanthrope. My test subject, the one who ran away and spread this plague. With the graft it contains, I can create a concoction that will reverse the process of lycanthropic transformation. But I don't know where he's hiding. My loyal Igor tried his best to find him, and I even sent soldiers out on his trail, but all in vain. He must be in Regal. The mercenaries can tell you themselves. The lycanthropes are obeying a leader. He must be close by.
All right, I've heard enough. If all we have to do to stop the scourge of lycanthropy and win back the capital honourably is to flush out this original monster, I can commit a few of my men to the effort. Can I count you among our number, mercenaries? Whoever unmasks the lycanthrope first will alert the others. We can't run the risk of letting it escape, so we'll attack it together. In my boundless generosity, and also because he annoys me nearly as much as the head surgeon, I'll let you take the Count along with you. I'll look over his notes on how to flush the creature out, and let you have the pleasure of questioning him.
What? Do you suppose that my distaste for you would prevent me from meeting my responsibilities? If that's what you think, then you don't know me at all. I intend to tell you everything. The reason my soldiers were unable to get their hands on him is simple. He's hiding among the rabble in his human form. When Igor first brought him to me, he was a bandit. But our monster is a clever one. He must have switched to a profession less likely to draw attention. Lastly, there's his scent. The elixir I used on him oozed from every pore on his body. If you have a bloodhound, you'll have no problem finding him. Once your suspicions have settled on one of Regal's residents, simply point him out to me. I'll observe him discreetly and let you know if he's my test subject. Yes, that should work. In the meantime, it's better I keep my distance to make sure he doesn't recognize me before I've identified him. I'll be in your camp if you need me.
My dear assistants. Ah, I knew you'd unearth something interesting. Although, I wouldn't have guessed you'd find the Count to be a traitor.
We've been wandering in this forest for so long, mercenaries. I can't even remember what colour the sky is. We're running low on lantern fuel. Could you spare some? Oh, I beg of you. We'd do anything to avoid being left in the dark again.
기름을 주고.
Oh, may Saint Elior bless you for your kindness. If only we'd met you a little earlier.
이 마지막 문장이 그 복선이거든요. 이미 애들은 죽은 애들이야. 상인들의 시체가 눈앞에서 사라졌습니다. 시체였죠.
You come into my home.
Bloody hell. It was him. I recognized him straight away. We must warn Captain Oswald. I'll bet all the residents of Ahor are actually lycanthropes.
왕의 기사단과 싸운다.
My men are all here. They're ready to attack Alor. I hope for your sake and the Count's that you are not mistaken. His Majesty would be most upset to learn that a village of innocent people was slaughtered by his own knights.
최초의 늑대 인간.
What a fight! May Saint Elior bear witness to our triumph! You've completed your mission, mercenaries. When we first met, I wasn't so sure it was possible. And to think, you could have foolishly let yourselves be eaten by that lycanthrope. Don't worry about all that nonsense with the grafts. The head surgeon and the Count will fine-tune the remedy for lycanthropy. Soon, my knights will be travelling all over Regal to hand out the remedy, and woe betide anyone who refuses to drink it. In a few days, the lycanthropes will be nothing but a bad memory, while your reputation will spread all the way to the capital.
라이겔 시나리오 완료. 싱겁네. 오. 보상금을 챙기고 여길 뜹시다. 다시는 여기로 들어오지 않을 겁니다. 여기는 뭐였지?
Oh, By all the saints, you scared the life out of me. I thought you were a monster from the Weald, or a lycanthrope. We've been stuck on this farm for 2 days. As soon as we set foot outside, the madness comes rushing down on us. And the worst part is, I think the Weald is starting to creep in under the door. Would you be willing to share a bit of your fuel with us in exchange for this map? It was meant to lead our expedition to the treasure of Edelbarth Adra Alazar, the reclusive prince. But, given the choice, I'd honestly just rather get home alive. Oh, blessed be the eye. Thank you. Saint Elior's blessings be upon you. We'll finally be able to get out of this hell. I hope you find that treasure, mercenaries. As for me, I'm heading back to the capital.
대충 지도에서 여기를 찍고 올라가면 라이겔 무덤입니다.
Aren't you a bit old to become students?
I had to fail this exam twice before accepting the harsh truth. Advanced studies aren't for everyone.
Welcome to the University of Alazar admission exam. Oh, how wonderful to see that a haunted forest and a pack of lycanthropes haven't dampened your thirst for knowledge. Your task is quite simple. Make your way to the Ancient One's sarcophagus, then make it back here alive. That will earn you the right to study with the greatest scholars of our time.
But beware, this tomb is only a test of logic. Looting will not be tolerated. Participants are strictly forbidden to steal anything at all, especially the Ancient One's treasure.
고대인의 보물을 가져오지 않고 유적을 완료하세요.
The key to the puzzle must be on the other side. My companions still haven't returned. I'm scared to think what they might have run into in the dark.
아, 훔쳐야지 반응을 하는 시스템이시다.
Did you make it to the end? In that case, please describe the fresco in the last room.
By Saint Giroux, so it's true! You've done it! Congratulations! Let me enter your names in the register and welcome you to our great academic family. Wait, what's that in your bag? Is that the Ancient One's treasure? Looters! Guards, seize these vile thieves!
이렇게 유적까지 탐험을 하게 되었다.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Please excuse my sentimental side, mercenaries. That spear belonged to me when I was still fighting for the Northern Kingdom. It's very dear to me, and I have no intention of letting it go. So now that this little misunderstanding has been cleared up, may I please ask you to leave and never come back to disturb my peace and quiet? Your insistence on picking up that weapon borders on rudeness. Please leave my home.
지역 챔피언 소피 아들 알라자르가 치료제의 권위자인데 이 사촌의 병은 치료를 하지 못했다? 그런 설정이 있네요. 여기 마지막에 소피 아드르 알라자르 카. 결국은 용병대를 얘를 잡고 이 창을 가져가는 건데 이게 그렇게 좋은 창이 아니란 얘기지. 여기 있네.
A company of mercenaries? I had hoped that Captain Oswald himself would come out to look for us. I've got a score to settle with that son of a cockswine. What if I killed you? And what if I devoured all the others who came after you? Maybe then our dear captain would deign to venture out here. What do you think?
A remedy for lycanthropy. Does that mean Captain Oswald has completed his mission? I won't let him get all the credit after what he did to us. Give me that.
됐다. 테리우스 폭력단 야영지.
I strangled the guards you captured. It wasn't revenge. It was punishment. How could they do nothing while the Count tortured my men?
Where have they taken Raffi? What have they done with him?
After all of that, Therius said I could stay. To replace Raffi, he said. Not to sound ungrateful, but it wasn't a good idea. I can tell I don't measure up to their old comrade. So, if there's room in your company, I wouldn't mind changing careers. If you know what I mean.
콘라드를 영입하게 되면 나중에 치명타 10% 특성 이벤트가 뜨거든요. 아, 여긴 아니지. 마법관이. 이쪽인가? 아무튼 이쪽 입장에서 이쪽으로 돌렸을 때는 여기가 맞는 것 같기도 한데. 찾았다. 여기네. 여기 아래 있네. 은둔한 왕자의 보물. 대가 곡괭이. 좋은 품질의 보석을 캐냅니다.